Good afternoon. My name is Mike. I am a sport coordinator in athletics and recreation at Seneca. Today we're going to be doing, I guess we're day 3 of our wellness week, and I'm going to give you a little quick, really simple, affordable recipe for what we're going to be calling nutritional swap, or an alternative to a not so traditional healthy food. So this would be something you can add as a side to your, I guess, barbecue dinners or burgers, or any kind of side for that matter, where you would want fries or potatoes. And this is sweet potato fries. Okay, I know this has been done a million times before and everyone's kind of tried their own, but this is a really easy way, really affordable, and it's delicious and healthy. And that's the whole point, right? So what I'm going to be doing is giving you the ingredients and how to prepare it, and just show you how easy this really is. Okay, so first things first, obviously sweet potatoes. I'm lucky enough, there's a kind of a farmer's market that's down the road from me here, where I kind of get some fresh ingredients, but any supermarket, grocery store will do. Sweet potatoes, one of my favorite kind of, I guess you could call superfoods, where yeah, it's just kind of an alternative to traditional potatoes. So obviously there's still carbohydrates there, but they're a little bit higher quality, right? So I've got 2 kind of medium to large sweet potatoes, depending on how many people you want to serve. You can do more if you want. What I would suggest doing though is when you are baking them, when you have your baking pan, is to not overcrowd the sweet potato fries. Once we put them on the pan, they won't all be consistent or crispy to your desire or whatever you want. So you might have to do a couple batches, but these are going to be baked in the oven. They're not deep fried, they're not fried in a pan. No sound? Someone had said no sound. Can someone give me a thumbs up if there is sound? Or I'm just talking to myself here. Just give me a... Oh, am I good now? Okay. Maybe it was you. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Steve. Okay, so let's get to it. So sweet potatoes, that's all you're gonna need. I would suggest, if I were you, to make it a little bit sweeter, and why not, is some cinnamon. So it's just gonna give it a little bit extra something, right? So, and also salt and pepper if you wish. Don't go heavy on the salt. I actually recommend sea salt. That's my personal preference. That's what a lot of the recipes will ask for, is sea salt for this particular dish. So sea salt and cinnamon, that's all I'm using, nothing else, except for the potatoes, and maybe a little bit of olive oil just for the consistency, and so that the spices can stick to the fries. Okay? All right, here we go. So really simple. Let's give these a rinse. I'm not gonna peel them, all right? I choose not to peel the potatoes. There's some value in the skin. Just give them a nice little rinse, as you can probably hear in the background here. This is real time, folks. This is live. Unfortunately, I did not prepare this before. I don't have a finished product for you like most of our videos or cooking shows. So we're gonna do this right now. So, cut the ends off, like so. Get rid of those. And there's a certain way to cut it so that you don't have too large of chunks for your fries. So you've cut the ends off of the sweet potatoes. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna cut this lengthwise, okay? So make sure you're very careful and you have a good enough knife to do this. I think I do. Might need to sharpen. All right, so you cut it in half. There's your sweet potato cut in half. What you're gonna do now is you're going to cut long, lengthwise, I guess, fry shapes, okay? And don't go too thick, because it'll, again, you wanna make sure that the flavor gets in there with the spices and everything. So this is kind of literally what they'll look like, is right here. Okay, there's your sweet potato fries done, okay? So I'm just gonna finish off this potato here. And yeah, these are just really healthy, and we've kind of gotten used to having these instead of like traditional kind of potatoes. And if you are having kind of like a fast food fix that you think you need, or you have a craving, I tend to make these because, like, I'm not gonna lie, like once in a while I'd love to have like McDonald's or Wendy's, like every other normal human being. But if you have these, it kind of like does the job. So there you go. So there's our sweet potato fries. They look bigger on camera. They're not that big here. Perfect. So you're gonna throw those all in your bowl. So you're gonna have a big kind of bowl where you can throw them in. I have 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna throw that in there. Drizzle that on the sweet potato fries. Perfect. And I would suggest for the cinnamon and the sea salt to maybe hold off until it's finished. Now I've tried both ways. I've done it before, I've done it after it's been baked, and I've done both. Is what happens is when you bake it to a certain temperature, the cinnamon and sometimes the salt actually will pretty much get dried off and you won't even really have much flavor left. So if you just kind of sprinkle some cinnamon at the end, it'll have more of an effect. In this case, I'm gonna do both, okay? So just a little bit of cinnamon. I'm just gonna shake this a little bit here. You can do like a teaspoon or tablespoon, it's really just up to you. And then some sea salt, okay? So that'll give you a little bit different kind of flavor than regular salt, all right? So that is it. You've got your olive oil, your cinnamon, and your sea salt mixed with the sweet potato fry-shaped wedges, if you will. And you're just gonna kind of shake that up to make sure that you get the ingredients kind of all mixed together consistently. And again, I didn't have any prepared to show you the finished product, but it pretty much looks exactly like these. Okay. So by the way, before you do all of this, you're gonna preheat your oven to 425 and have a baking sheet ready. And then you're basically just gonna kind of pour those on your baking sheet. And as I was stressing before, make sure that you spread these out. Try not to overcrowd them or overlap them. They'll cook a lot more consistent, okay? And feel free to add a little bit more cinnamon on top as well. So there's your sweet potato fries that I've just prepared in less than 5 minutes. By now the oven should have been preheated to 425. You're gonna throw this in. I would recommend about 10 or 15 minutes or until you can notice them get a little crispy. And then you'll pull them out. You can actually halfway through, if you want to kind of stir them around or flip them, but like flipping them one by one is a little much. If you have the time, great. Otherwise, just shake it around. You're gonna pull those out, and then you'll have delicious sweet potato fries ready to go with your dinner. Whether you're having like chicken or turkey burger or whatever, fish doesn't matter. They pretty much go with anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you can give that a try. I'm gonna do one more potato just so that I have enough for dinner tonight. I'm gonna have some chicken thighs and give that a go, all right? So thanks for joining me. That was our Wellness Week nutritional swap for traditional unhealthy kind of foods. So give that a try. There's some good nutritional content in there, okay? So thanks again for joining me right now. We have a holistic nutritionist that's actually going to be doing a guest speaker workshop tomorrow. So for more information on that, go to our Seneca, York, Newnham, and King Instagram accounts for the recreation, and you'll see how to sign in and join those workshops. Otherwise, I'll be doing another session tomorrow for mindful workouts. So basically what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to avoid distractions while you're working out. The most common example is to use your phone while in between sets while you're working out. So when you've kind of like gotten a little tired and you're taking a break, most people don't just sit there and stare at the wall. They usually do something, and the first thing that you grab is your phone. So things to really help kind of stop you from doing that. I'm guilty of that as well. So there's a couple little things I'll show you. Okay, so that's it for our Wellness Week nutritional swap. Try those sweet potato fries, and we'll catch you later, guys. Be well. Thanks.